Thanks for pointing this out. So this, let's see if I cancel it or if there was some error here, maybe.
I think it's the P on line 12 is open.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we have the lowercase, and the length in yours probably looks better formatted than mine. All right, how about if I wanted to find out what character is at a certain position in the string? We can do this as well. So going back to the JavaScript, we're going to add to our message. So message plus equals. And this is going to be the character index for the 12th index. And remember that the indexes always start with 0, right? Okay, and then same dot star at, and then I'm picking 12, and we can try different index positions as well. Okay. Okay, so according to the index, at the 12th position, the character is O. So we start always 0. The indexes are 0 based. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we count the spaces as a space with index? Yes, we do. If you did this and it worked for you, then you can try putting a different number. So if I put 0 here, what number will I get?
First one.
Right. Sure enough, I didn't change the 12 here. That's the literal string, but now it should say 0 here.
Oh, don't tell me behind, because I think the first part, the first word of the word.
The two lowercase?
Yes.
Let's take a look.
Oh.
Yes. It looks like it's not finding your JavaScript file. So,
Oh, okay.
JS, so we can JS. So it's maybe different because it's changed.
Oh, we changed the one. That's the problem. Remove something, please. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Do you have to close the H2?
Yes, you do. When you open them, you always close them. Or you should always close them, I should say. And then you open the paragraph. All right. what if we wanted to find out the index of a specific character for some certain operations? Maybe I want to know what is the index of, let's say, the letter T. So then there is a different method. And actually we can just, if you're comfortable with this syntax here and this line, is everyone comfortable? What? It's going to be index of, just copy this line and we're just going to just replace the method name, right? Is everyone clear why we are able to use these methods on the string here?
Yeah.
Why?
We're able to use the method on the string right there.
Yes, why can we do that? Why is this available to us?
Correlates with the HTML over there and shows us what letter in the index it is.
But why are we able to say saying dot, and then I haven't coded any of these methods myself, but they're available.
Because they're global methods.
Is a dot operator and the global methods in JavaScript for which object?
String object.
For the string object. Okay, so the one we wanted to use now is going to be index of. Yes, no one said here. So if we say index of, and then I can tell it which character I want. So let's say I want T. And need to make some changes to the HTML here, but now it's telling us that the index was 9. So we need to actually do this, do a little cleanup here. This is going to be the index of the character. I'm so glad you asked. I will answer. Okay, so the index of character T is 9. And if we go here and count, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we might need to know this because it turns out, for example, there is a method replace. So let's say we want to replace a certain character, and we need to have the index to do so. But so an index is, how do I explain an index without circular reference? An index is a way of referencing, let's say, when you have a data in some kind of a list format, right? So you can think of the strings as essentially a list of characters, right? So this is your string here, so hello. You guys can see this? So this is the string hello, and it's essentially a string of characters. It's like a list of characters, right? So an index is a way of being able to reference the position of each of these characters in the string. And that's a very important concept in programming. Generally, indexes start at 0. And so this is what the index is. The position of a specific element in a list type of data structure. The string is only one example of linked list or array, or 2 other examples of a list data structure. Okay. How about if I wanted to get a substring of a certain part of this string that we have here? Well, we can certainly do that. So again, I'm going to copy and reuse.
What is the character index?
Well, so this the character of the index is the corresponding position of that character in the list. So in this case, we picked just pretty much randomly. I picked T.
What about line 7? It's character index and then 0.
This is the opposite. So you can, so the string class allows you to both, the string object, I should say, it allows you to get the character based on the index or the index based on the character. And there are applications when you want to do both. So if we wanted to do this differently, we could say, right, okay, great. Then let's add another one. This one is going to allow us to find a subset, a substring. So this is find the substring with index 8 to 14. And again, these numbers are anywhere inside the index. I'm just picking them. You know, somewhat at random. Well, not exactly pseudo-random, I guess. And then there is a method we're going to call called substring. And the substring method takes a couple parameters, arguments. It takes the starting index and the ending index. So in this case, we set from 8 to 14. So the substring with index 8 through 14 is a subset of the sweet home, as you can see here. Right? Start with E. And the reason it starts with E is because they are including the first index, which is very common, and usually excluding the last one. Right? So for you to know this, you need to look up the documentation. And after I finish with these examples, I'm going to let you do a little tutorial for a few minutes as well with strings. And then the last one I'd like to show is that you can replace a string, a substring, or the entire string. So we're going to, let's copy again our line here that we've been using. And with this one, we're going to replace the name of the method is replace. And this method takes a couple parameters, which essentially are the new string that we're replacing and what we're replacing with. So now, if you can see here, instead of home sweet home, it says how sweet home, because we replaced the Amy with the W. You like that? Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah. No, that doesn't work.
Is this working or not? Is it not working?
Replace is working, substring is not.
Substring is supposed to just give you all the characters between those two spaces.
Well, between, but including the starting and excluding the 14. So you can maybe try it with 0 and try it with something like that, 0 and 0, 1, 2, 3, let's say 4.
Those stay exactly common.
Oh, okay.
That shouldn't really matter.
There we go, that works.
So now we're getting